Veteran Salute is sponsored by the Devon James Injury Lawyers.
You're about to meet a Kansas veteran who served abroad 2 aircraft carriers, one during 9/11 and the other during the War on Terror. KSN's Mike Mahoney tells his story in tonight's Veteran Salute.
In 1999, Haysville native Michael Legg was 19 years old with a son on the way, and it was time for a major change.
I was working jobs. I just was stale. I was dead end. Joining the military gave me that instant growing up phase that I really needed.
Mike trained to be an aviation machinist's mate and took great pride in the jet engines he kept humming.
Boy, if you don't have them engines, you're not getting up off the ground. And when I hear them roar, even to this day, I just get chills.
Mike was assigned to VAQ-140, an electronic jamming attack squadron, and was serving on the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower when the Twin Towers came crumbling down.
Went up the East Coast, launched everything off the flight deck and hangar bay that we could to help control the airspaces during 9/11 as the 2 towers were falling.
After a brief trip home to see his family, Mike found himself on another aircraft carrier, the USS John F. Kennedy, and it was on its way to the Persian Gulf to fight the War on Terror.
Of course, I worried about my family, and I worried about the people back home, but I knew it was time to do what we were there for.
Mike spent the next 7 months making sure Saddam's forces felt the wrath of our F-14s and F-18s.
Planes were leaving loaded up and coming back empty.
Mike returned home to some very proud parents and got to celebrate with them with something called a Tiger Cruise. That's where a family can take a short trip on the same ship as their Navy kin.
It was an honor because my father served on an aircraft carrier, so many years later, he's joining his son on an aircraft carrier. He slept in the rack right above me.
Mike retired from the Navy in 2003 as a petty officer 3rd class so he could return to the Wichita area and be with his son. He is now working in the air capital aviation industry and serving his fellow veterans in a new way.
And that's why I sit on the House Committee for the Haysville VFW, Post 6957, Activity Committee as well, so I'm serving those who serve.
Here for you, Mike Mahoney, KSN News 3.
The Devon James Injury Lawyer is here with our Veteran of the Week, and that's E4 Michael Legg, who proudly served our country in the United States Navy. On behalf of all of Kansas, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you. It was an honor to serve, and I would like to donate this check to the Haysville VFW, Kiever Wire VFW Post 6957.
Fantastic.
Veteran Salute is sponsored by the Devon James Injury Lawyers.